This is Brian Anderson, joined courtside by Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Our reporter tonight, Allie LaForce.
Better be on your game tonight, Clark. These teams like to go, go, go.
Exciting for us and the fans, BA, but exhausting for the defenses. I mean, it should be a high-scoring affair, up-tempo, windshield wiper quality. Expect a lot of substitutions to keep things fresh.
Here's Grimes. Pass to Aiden. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Randall. Second chance effort. The shot's good.
And he's got such great hands. Aiden corrals rebounds and doesn't lose his touch on follow-ups.
To the left wing. Plenty of space. And the shot goes.
And hitting from the mid-range here and early. I mean, really gives the defense just another thing to worry about. Well, they better be thinking about him. I mean, we know how dangerous he is.
Randall can't hit. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Garnett no good.
Got the ball where he wanted it, but then got swarmed.
Ball into the lane. Offensive board. Pass to Grimes. White with a steal. In transition, here they come. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. That's on Jimmy Butler.
And the growth of Jackson Jr. is downright scary, especially defensively. This guy has been upping his game, and no opponent is happy about that. And the big fella with the skill level, showing a soft touch at the line. 1 of 5 to start the game. They have to slow down and just play their brand of basketball.
It's hard to question the energy LaMelo Ball brings to the court every night, Clark.
It certainly is, and it's contagious, B.A. That's what I like about it. He elevates other guys. As a teammate playing with LaMelo, he elevates your energy level because you've got to match his. He gives the team, I think, a nice edge in being able to perform on a consistent basis.
Now we'll go to Allie LaForce, who had a chance to talk with head coach Jamal Mosley.
I wanted to know how he planned on tackling the Jimmy Butler problem. He told me, I want to make everything as hard for him as possible, anything we can do to bother him and to get him to be even a little less aggressive, trying to put out the fire before it starts. That's the plan. Back to you.
Thank you for that, Allie. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and power.
Orlando on D. Ayton with a screen. Pass to Randall. Shot from 16. And that one good.
Yeah, you know, he's evolving his offense over time, Julius Randle, and I think the coaching staff is happy to see it. They like to see him take and make these shots.
Here's Garnett. A matchup problem for many teams. He's currently averaging 29 a game.
Seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter.
And it's Randall with the jam.
You know, once he has the positioning he wants, he's ready for the big finish. Julius Randle throwing it down.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
Here's Garnett. He has...
Oh, big finish! Man! KG taking no prisoners and dropping the hammer down. Well, what a nice throw down by Kevin Garnett.
Ball with it. Hachimura covering. Ayton. Yes, sir, and it's Ball with the assist that time. Ayton's got his second basket.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
It's good.
Outstanding concentration that time by White on the tape. Played through the contact and scored.
Here's Randall. Pass to Ayton. Ball outside. That one falls. He's now 1 for 3.
He does not lack for confidence, and he shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a dangerous scorer.
Down low. Oh, swiped away. Here we go. The Sixers on the break. And Ball throws it down.
Boy, it's great seeing Ball finish with strength like that, showing off the athleticism with that rim-rocking throwdown.
That one goes. Count it.
Well, the defense allowed that one. He had a clear path to the cup.
Butler up top. To the paint. Out of bounds. It'll be Orlando's ball. And so it's White with it. He brings it up for the Orlando Magic. Here's Garnett. Give him 8 points now. Pass to Oladipo. Shot clock at 6. Rebound by Philadelphia.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
Ball no good. Orlando leading. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
And we've got a timeout from Jamal Mosley. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. So it's both teams making substitutions here. There's a minute 40 left in the first.
How about that for a flush? Garnett going up with confidence and packing a punch.
76ers trail by 3. Right outside. From downtown. Pass to Butler. Driving inside. It's tipped.
Big block that time by Garnett, using every inch of that frame to get the block.
it's going to be a 3-second call. 58 seconds left in the first. And here's Wright. Randall outside. Randall draws the double. Back to Wright. Pass to Aiden. 6 to shoot. Inside. Here's Butler. Over Jackson. And he tries it off the glass, but it's no good.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
Good work there as it goes.
And that was good defense. But in the end, Jackson Jr. keeps his focus.
Now here's Butler. He's scoreless to win the drought. Butler can't get that one to fall. Here's Garnett. Takes it inside. Another shot. The layup off target. And that does it for the first quarter. It's the Magic. They lead by 5. And quarter number 2 will get underway just after this short break. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Magic.
In the early goings, their effort level has been exceptional. They're speeding around the defense and opening up options with good penetration.
In addition to that, they've thrown their weight around inside tonight, too, thumping and bumping in the paint. A lot of their points have come from inside.
McCollum's shot is off. 76ers trail by 5. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation.
First team foul.
And so here is Philadelphia. Pass to Williams. Ball outside. Back to Williams. And Williams punches it home.
All you got to do is get open, and Ball's handling the rock. He's going to find you. LaMelo's got incredible passing ability.
And given LaMelo Ball is 6'7", how does this give him an advantage at his position, Greg?
Well, B.A., he's able to score on smaller guards as well as see over them and find his teammates. His height and quick decision-making are real weapons.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. It's a 3-point game. They get it again. And that's an intentional foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. Second shot opportunity. Back to Ball. Just 5 to shoot. Over Oladipo. All no good. Magic leading by 3. And he commits the intentional foul.
First personal foul. First team foul. Down the lineup for your Magic.
Oladipo on the wing. Still without a bucket. A rebound by Hibbert. 76ers trail by 3. Second quarter, a little over a minute and a half in.
And the huge big body of Hibbert helping him make his presence felt inside.
For 3, Oladipo knocks it down from distance. Oladipo's got his first 3 points of the game.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
LaMelo Ball is such an instinctive playmaker. Talking about his approach, he said, "I'm just making it up. I see someone, I throw it, whatever comes to mind." Brian, the way he sees the game makes him box office attraction.
I like it. It's that new school flair with a game that harkens back to some of the greats. He's special to watch, Allie. Now here's Ball. Here's Hibbert. The fader. The kick out to Ball. Williams on the wing. Clock at 6. And slams it down.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
Over to the wing. Pass to Wiggins. Zubac screen to the middle. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Defense gearing up to stop Wiggins' shot that time. He feels it. Hits the roller in stride. Nicely done. Good adjustment.
Now here's Ball. He's got 10. Well, Grant, as you always say, in the playoffs, you need a player who can score in isolation.
That's true, B.A. And in a 7-game series, defenses disrupt your set offense. If your stars can go mano-a-mano and create something out of nothing, that's often the best you can get.
Here's Oladipo. He's averaging about 6 points per game. They get the rebound. Here's Hachimura. And it's slammed in by Hachimura.
Boy, I tell you what, Rui Hachimura's teammates love seeing extra effort and hustle like that.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Here's Abaji. No points so far. Yeah, like a huge, hungry grizzly bear. Hibbert feasting at the rim.
And so Jamal Mosley calls for the timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. And so here is Orlando. Outside White. Oh, send it. Home, Derek White.
He wanted to let us know that he's got some bounce to his game now. White rising up with ease to send that one home.
Pass to Randall. Let's go with a 3. Rebound by the Magic.
You know, he's not a knockdown shooter from there, but when you're that uncovered, you almost are forced to take it.
Man, great poise there from Jackson. He's getting crowded by the defender, but stays cool and takes the foul.
This is his second trip to the free throw line in this one.
Yeah, guys, I mean, he's been a very steady hand for them when it comes to his free throw shooting.
Now here's Randall. He's averaging more than 12 a game. A consistent threat on offense. Great D that time from Zubac. Orlando leading by 5. The NBA becoming more and more global, Clark. Şengün, a perfect example of that.
Yeah, Alperen Şengün out of Turkey. Right now on the fast track to being the best player to ever come out of his homeland. So still very young, but boy, his future is quite bright.
Count that bucket. Butler's got his first points of the night.
This is the best place for Butler to shoot it from. He's excellent at that in-between shot.
Outside White. Here's Zubac. Tries again. And the layup is good. Zubac has got 4 this quarter.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
Back to Butler. It's right on the wing. Here's Hibbert. And, oh, he just jams it right over Ivica Zubac.
Nice job carving out terrific position. You know, Hibbert with the girth, he's got the body now to punish you on the offensive board.
Good on the shot. McCollum's got his first 2 points.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Butler with the ball. McCollum covering. Pass to Butler. Deflects the pass. The drive by Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
And the big man coming through. Once Jackson Jr. gets some speed behind him, get out of the way.
And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Philadelphia shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
You know, when you're looking to create a culture, a championship-type culture for your team, you want guys like JB, guys that are tough, accountable, and consistent.
With the drive, count the basket. Garnett's got 12 points.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And so it's Orlando, ending the quarter up 10. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Now White. Pass to Garnett. Bucket again. 7 for 12 and going at the defense.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as you can take him.
And the shot's good by Wiggins.
Boy, the progression of Wiggins' game out beyond the arc. He now is not only shooting that shot, he's expecting to make it.
Pass to Aiden. Connects on the 17-footer. Aiden's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
He's doing his best to carry him, fellas, but he can only do so much. Things would be different for them if he was getting a little more help.
To the inside. Here's Garnett. That's good, and it's McCollum with the assist. 16 points for him.
So far, so good to begin this half. They're 3 for 3. Perfect.
Ball no good. Orlando leading by 13. McCollum outside. Wiggins from long range. Rebounded by Butler.
Only their first miss in 4 attempts. It's been a great start to the half.
Launches a 3. And so it looks like the Sixers will retain possession here. And Philadelphia making a change here. And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He wants to review the game plan. Now well into his 30s. Is it fair to start wondering how many seasons Jimmy Butler has left, Grant?
Well, it's a fair question, B.A. But at the same time, Jimmy's hunger is just so different than everybody else's, which I could see helping prolong his career.
Substitution on the court.
On defense, the Magic. Who poked away? Oh, it's stolen by Oladipo. Yep, that one goes. Oladipo's got 5.
Everything working for him out of the half as they've hit 4 of their first 5 shots.
The 3 from Ball. A 3-ball from LaMelo.
Boy, making it look very easy. Ball has been unguardable tonight.
Magic leading by 12. Here's Oladipo. He can't hit that time. Some solid defense from Butler. Now here's Ball. He's got 15. Top of the key. The rebound by Jackson. And here's Jackson. He'll bring it up for Orlando. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, this young Magic roster has chemistry. Coach Jamal Mosley said they're so tight together. It's just organic. They're happy in creating these relationships over time, and it's because they're all just good kids that like being around each other. Guys, that's what you want.
Yeah, no question. Something to build on, Allie. Thank you. Ball with another miss. Here's Garnett. Cash money. Out of his 14 attempts, he's drained 9 of them.
The defense playing Garnett nice and close inside, but he flexes some muscle and gets through to his finish anyway.
Butler with the ball. Here's Ayton. It's hauled in by Garnett.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
An opportunistic player. When Jackson sees an alley-oop opportunity, he doesn't pass it up.
Left side, Williams. And it's off from three-point range. Magic leading by 16. Here's Jackson. Here's Garnett. Oh, he misses the dunk. Ball outside. Pass to Williams. Philadelphia with another miss. Here's Jackson. Here's Garnett. And that one is stuffed right through.
Kevin Garnett doing a nice job using those long arms of his to snag missed shots.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
And there's the screen. Here's Ball. Oh, and Jackson with the defensive effort.
Well, he has not been sharp this period. Seems to be a little flustered out there, too.
Jackson on the wing. Here's Garnett. 20 points for him. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Jackson. 4-3. Rebound by Philadelphia.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I'll tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Orlando leading by 18. Pass to Oladipo. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. So both teams making some changes here. Here's Oladipo. Here's Garnett. A matchup problem for many teams. He's currently averaging 29 a game.
Well, the defense refusing to give up anything easy. Love seeing that kind of intensity.
To win the cold spell. Randall can't hit. Orlando leading by 18. And he lobs it up to the rim. And an emphatic jam on the lob.
The specialty of KG's, the lob slam.
So it's Philadelphia now. Williams on the wing. Out to the right wing. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Hibbert. And that one drops. Hibbert's got 8.
When you use it right, the pump fake's as effective a move as there is.
"27 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Here's Garnett. 22 points for him.
Just putting on the hard hat and going to work. Getting buckets is what KG does.
Here's Randall. Hachimura with a rebound. And the Magic pushing it up now. Here's Garnett. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
Second personal foul.
And the free throw, no good. He gets it up. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And so it's the Orlando Magic continuing to pile it on, up 22 as we head.
38.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today. As we get going in quarter number 4. And Philadelphia has possession. Randall deciding where to go with it. Yep, that one's good.
You know, it's encouraging to see Randall working on this shot. You can tell he wants to get better from there.
Pass to Zubac. Well, you look at the so-called super teams that have been assembled in recent years. A lot of cautionary tales.
Yeah, I mean, teams giving up their draft picks for the better part of a decade to bring in a star. It can get ugly really fast if things don't work out. He's been just a little off the mark tonight. Really the story of the game so far.
Hachimura sets a screen. White, good.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
You know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is. That's a tough shot.
They get it back. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Boy, Andrew Wiggins, the former first overall pick, showing off his passing skills there.
Now Philadelphia with it. Pass to Randall. Now Wright. He's guarded by White. Out of bounds. It'll be Orlando's ball.
I'm not sure whose fault that was, guys, but they need to get on the same page here.
And Orlando has possession. They lead by 24, their biggest margin. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Nets. Zubac. Rebound by the 76ers. Here's Hibbert. Randall left side. Stolen by Jackson. Pass to Wiggins. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. From outside the arc. Buries it from 3. And breaking down some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Magic.
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive.
The shooting's been great, but also how about the energy level? That's what's impressed me the most. They've been getting it up and down in transition, and that takes effort.
Pass to Jackson. One constant in the NBA, Clark, the constant movement of players.
Yeah, and I think you've got to try to look at the positive side of that, the freedom that players have to play where they choose to play in many cases. I think that's the right of any employee to be able to go where they feel they can best optimize their individual and team situations. I think it allows teams to rebuild on the fly and get competitive more quickly. And, I like that aspect of it. I don't like to see it overwhelming a season, but I do like the fact the players have that option and that freedom.
And so Jamal Mosley calls for the timeout. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle.
the 76ers making a change here. And so it's White with it. He brings it up for the Magic. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points. Here's Garnett. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Garnett's got 16 points here in the second half.
That high release point for Garnett really helps him. Feels like nobody can block his shot inside.
Ball no good.
He continues to let it fly, but the makes have been few and far between.
Here's Garnett. Randall pulls down the board. When you're casual with the ball, it can come back to bite you.
Yeah, B.A. Playing loose can help you and hurt you. They really need to tighten it up.
And we hear about the unwritten rules in sports sometimes, Clark. What are some of those in the NBA?
Well, you try not to ever foul an airborne player. I think most players are really sensitive to that. Don't disrespect the other team. Be professional and sportsmanlike when you've got a margin of victory that doesn't need to be added on to. In other words, don't run up the score. Don't try to get numbers for the sake of numbers. Play the game, play to win, and do it with respect at all times.
Magic leading by 23. And here's White. Jackson for three. Fires in the triple.
And looking to shoot as many threes as possible. This kind of confidence, impressive to see.
Love the mentality there, I tell you. I know I've never coached, but, man, playing to win and being aggressive even with the lead as opposed to being safe and going into prevent offense, I'll take the former all day long. Play to win.
Until they foul intentionally.
Yeah, I think he's letting his emotions get the better of him on that foul.
Not his best moment. Obviously, no one on their team's happy right now, but you shouldn't be taking that frustration out on your opponent with a poor foul.
Here's Garnett. And then jammed it down as he goes right over Jimmy Butler.
This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
Man, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game.
Well, when you know it, you got to show it.
You know, Grant, we've seen career performances in the play-in tournament, but the stats don't count for regular season or the playoffs.
You know, that's crazy, B.A. So let's just count them as playoff stats. It used to be only 3 rounds instead of 4, so there is a precedent to adding more games to the official postseason.
Well, you go back and look at the career that Jimmy Butler's had. Hard to believe that he was the 30th pick of the draft when he came out of college. You got to say that scouts kind of missed on that one. Defensively, you just can't afford to give these easy looks up. Just asking to get burned if you do.
Now Ball. Tries to break his ice. Pass to Randall. Oh, the block shot. Grabs it out of the air. Here's Jackson. Into the lane. And the dunk by Jackson.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Here's Garnett. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Boy, such a terrific athlete is KG. When Garnett is slashing inside, the defense typically has no choice but to foul.
Good on both. And it's the Sixers with the ball. Now here's Ball. They need this. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Well, Grant, in terms of scheduling, you see any way to eliminate back-to-backs?
You know, I'm not a big fan of eliminating back-to-backs, but to answer your question, B.A., you have 2 choices. Either fewer regular season games or extend the season by a few weeks. I don't think either one of those options is in our future.
And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Magic.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And this win will give them 12 on the year thus far.
And a solid start to the season series for them. They'll meet 3 times, and from the look of this first game, it looks like a very favorable matchup for them against Philadelphia.
5 to shoot. He had his back to the basket for over 5 seconds. That'll be a turnover. Philadelphia with the ball. There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And it's Randall with the jam.
It's nice they found their rhythm here, but the clock is just not their friend.
Now they're playing with urgency, huh? They could have done it much earlier before the game was out of reach.
And the dunk by Jackson.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
And Ball gets it to go.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Here's Garnett. So it's the Magic winning this one easily. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd loving every second of it.
It's always a great feeling when you play this well for your fans. This team really showed what it's capable of.
And that'll do it, folks.
Hey, and that's of course the bum poor sponsoring no got money, we want more. I find a loophole. Been since a youngster. Fully, we can't let no punk us. About no, I treat a model like a free. I know thugs, I know. I was raised to get some money, flip that like 10 ways. In the, my money hungry, stack that for 90 days. In the room, they like they getting paid. Rolls Royces in the trenches, parked in front of Section 8.
Yeah, park Ferraris in the ghetto. 21. Real used to re-up with them. Miss them with that. Bought my dollar like on Creflo. Say you then when I, why you careful? Block, that's easy. 21. Y'all be eating noodles, we sit down and eat sashimi. Facts. You say you a gangster, just be like that when you see me. You can ask the odds, we know forgiving. Free.
I find a loophole. Been since a youngster. Fully, we can't let no punk us. About no, I treat a model like a free. I know thugs, I know. I was raised to get some money, flip that like 10 ways. In the, my money hungry, stack that for 90 days. In the room, they like they getting paid. Rolls Royces in the trenches, parked in front of Section 8.
It's not a lie drill, yeah. This is not a fire drill, the real thing. Yeah, you know that nighttime, daytime she don't see me, acting like a pocket holding 50. Pull it with a Mickey Mouse, This ain't did. Still I didn't put a. Can you like Paul Wall? I might just put a grill in. Boy, go get your paw paws chili with the chili. You know me, pull a Pluto move, take white Scotty Pippen. Like it beef with. From every bad in the city, keep that doggy in a 360 deal, pulling gimme. What's that? Mind your business. Sports Center, Rodeo put a kill it. Before I ate, I need a closet like a clothing store. I need a cash register. I feel abused, pulling on my belt. You need help with something? Pump the gas or something. Order TK1s on that, put confetti on it. Catching slip. I gotta keep my so I won't go to alone. Now the fire drill, I got walked in, that's my twin Balenciaga on it. Talking about on the net, he tattled on me. Won't believe this hoodie 1500 without no logo on it. Boy, we been a little homie. I ain't never hate before, dog so broke, I'm praying for him. She have waiting for me. Dr. Trench banking on me. When I hit the bank, they know me. I feel like they favorite. You better know that. Yeah, it's not a fire drill. This the real thing. Yeah. Like it's normal. But I seen it with her man play the chorus. Put him in a UIP, unimportant person. My jeans patch with zebra stripes, tigers and some horses. Bar buddy, say I'm adorable. Paid him for like Harlem, drop beams while we serving. Better we get on him, he won't make it. Down, keep going, on some was poppin' current. Gucci online, say she want a fluffy pup. Me, I got a no Amazon, searching slush machine. She got on Bottega person feet, look like bamboo leaf. You know I'm a can't call me your majesty. She say I'm the man in her dreams. I'm her fantasy. You know he ain't fine that. Boy, stop asking about. You might catch little bro ballin'. He Bryce Maxwell. Thought she was gonna be my Valentine. Better look next year. Watch me. Only good and cooking. Watch Matilda. Watch me drive the farm with my kneecap. Before they close it, fix my fingers. Goodness, he took my swag to woodwork. I gotta keep that boy my only good look. Look, go, I'm feeling like Snoop and Suge now. They act like it's hoodlum. No way, no kid look up to. Came up out the slums, but next house gon' have a butler. Know you heard little cousin and they swing it like nunchuck. Like Alvin the Chipmunk. Right now, on my ass, I ain't do shit. Say thanks to my guys, all y'all who wanna hit trend up. Tired of stealing stuff, tell them where you got it from. I need something for Father's Day, I need roses by the dozen. I am not in competition, I'll blow your budget. Kobe Bryant, you DeMar DeRozan, this is not a fire drill. I swear to God. I'm my grandma. This is not a fire drill.
I watch the moon all the time thinking about you.
I watched the moon tonight and it was red. I wanna live together till we dead. I tell myself that I can change. Remind myself to not complain. top of the key. Go for the knees, then go for the... Don't miss or your campaign is over. So long, adios, say sayonara. Who's gonna topple the king? Better all the knights, all the bishops. No one draws a sword, says a prayer. King Moose is gonna move strong against you. King Moose is 5 steps ahead of you. King Moose, you gonna move faster. Carry the crown. It weighs heavy at the head. It's around. God carry the crown. It weighs heavy at the head. It's around. Round, round. Who's gonna topple the king? The lieutenants and all the generals. Who's gonna risk their neck for the power?